Mr. Ackley. Our next speaker is State Senator Janine Sollman.
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you just fine. You have 3 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Pace, Council President, and members of the Hillsboro City Council for this opportunity to provide comments at tonight's important meeting. I am Janine Sollman, the State Senator for Senate District 15, and that includes areas of Forest Grove, Cornelius, Hillsboro, and the Rock Creek area. We are experiencing an economic and humanitarian crisis. In our community, we have heard from so many people that are afraid to leave their homes, go to work, do errands like grocery shopping. They're afraid to take their children to school, and they are fearful for friends and loved ones being disappeared by ICE. When I hear they only detain the worst of the worst, I cry foul. They are taking mothers, fathers, children, landscapers, construction workers. They are taking residents based on the color of their skin, and this is wrong. I was here listening to all the I was there with you, listening to all the testimony in the City Council meeting 2 weeks ago, and it was heartbreaking. The escalation of violence and terror that ICE is spreading is abhorrent and should be illegal in any setting. And it is not just isolated to Hillsboro, and this is happening in cities across our state. I recognize this is a burden too large for our cities, local law enforcement, our schools, and our community-based organizations to bear alone. And I believe it is elevated to a need for the urgent response from Governor Kotek. I have called for the governor to urgently bring together a group of people that can create a unified plan for a response, a table that includes our Department of Justice, our counties, our cities, law enforcement, community-based organizations, and school districts to collectively respond and figure out what can be our legal response, not just what can't. I have been impressed that this matter is of the utmost urgency as our community's friends and neighbors are traumatized by fear every day. I am also exploring within our Legislative Council solutions to making identification and badge information of federal agents available to local law enforcement. To me, what is happening is equivalent to human trafficking and kidnapping. When a masked, unidentified person takes someone off the street or from their home or a place of work and disappears them, this is unacceptable, and we must find a way, and we must use all levers that we can push back legally. In absence of a unified plan, violence will escalate, and I believe that is the ultimate goal of the president. We cannot live in a society that normalizes the sidewalk disappearing of Oregonians. How far will this go? We cannot be desensitized to witnessing abductions. Human and sexual trafficking is real, and this is a real threat to increase. I cannot help but think of our friend and community member, Alter Wiener, a Holocaust survivor that worked hard to not have history repeat itself. I want to thank you and the hundreds of people that have come forward and continue to come forward to speak out and advocate for our friends and our neighbors. I also want to thank the City of Hillsboro and
Thank
the
you,
Hillsboro
Senator
City
Sollman.
Council for their diligent and continued attention to this matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Sollman. Okay.